Morning, Dickhead.
Hey, Brookie.
Did you chow your inner Forrest Gump or just run to the fridge and back? And don't make me come after you with a motivational stick. Come on, you can do it. Anything else you need help with before I gently remind you of these goals later tonight? Or slap my sarcasm and call me impressed. Running, the one where your legs ask for a divorce halfway through. The memory of a goldfish, I see. I'll be checking in later to make sure you didn't turn into a couch potato. And remember, I'm always watching. Well, not in a creepy way, more like a cheerleader with a touch of sarcasm way.
Hey, so tomorrow I would like to continue with the locksmith build. It's almost done. And then probably just go for a run again for the 5Ks. That'll be my second goal. And then probably my third one would be to organize my calendar a little bit more so that I can keep track of everything easier. Okay, and then what I do then is I got like a little message here on Slack. I then just click send. That's now, I just sent that through. Then yeah, usually I would have this set to run on a schedule. So this is my Slack scenario. And then once it's already in my phone, I can just click run. What I actually do is I'll add in my next day for me, which would be the 5th, but let's just see it in action. Awesome, so that should have added in all my goals that I just talked about. So continue locksmith hill, go for a 5K run and organize calendar. Perfect. So the confusing part now is going to be that I added in for, so in here, I've actually got it in for +1 day because I'm meant to record this the night before. I'm going to set it back a day so that I can do the video all in one go instead of waiting a few days for it. So that's that scenario. And then I'll come back to you guys with the next part. Yeah, this is a bit of a Figma board just to show you guys the general gist of it and what my thought process was for this. So what this is a AI accountability coach. So each night, clients set their goals on Slack using a voice memo. The next morning, the coach calls to pump them up and get them moving on those goals. And then in the evening, there's a follow-up call to see how much progress they've made. And the coach reminds them to set new goals before hitting the hay. If they don't leave their voice memo on Slack, the coach gives them another call to pull those goals out of them. And then everything in here gets stored in Notion, which is probably the most used platform for personal record keeping. That's just what I use anyway. The tech stack for this build that I used was Vapi, Make.com, Slack, and then Notion. This is how it looks like in general. So what we've got here is a little bit of a diagram, and what we do is we actually start off our cycle from our first Slack voice memo. So that would be on your first night. So say night 0, say at 9 PM, you have to make your Slack voice memo, and then that creates your goals for you, just like it did for us a second ago. So like this, so that's those goals right there. And then what happens is there's two possible scenarios that will happen is that same night, let's say you didn't do your voice memo, you will get a call from the coach to do your goals. I set it up so that it searches your Notion if you've done it after 10 PM. It doesn't call you. If you haven't, then it calls you up. Let's say you did it and you wanted to follow through with your goals and nothing happened that night. Then you get a motivational morning call just to double check whether you're good to go, if you remember your goals, just to keep you on track. And I just set mine for 7 AM. And then you do your thing during the day and you see, and you might achieve those goals or maybe not. And then in the evening, the coach calls you up and checks up whether you've actually done your goals, how your day went, at a bit of and actually lead you through a bit of a reflection part. This is my timing setup. And for today, I just set it up just to run at 9:30, which is a bit, I just made it work so I can record it all in one go. But when you set on scheduling, you don't actually see the little bubbles pop up. So I thought it'd be a bit like a lot more interactive for you guys. So actually the bubbles pop up and then I'll lead you through my Notion setup here that will actually also call me and grab the information from my Notion document. So I've set up my morning call. That should be usually at 7. I just set it for 9.3 because it is 9:30 for me at the moment. So then I'm going to click on run once, and then I should get a call getting all that info. once. Goes there. There you go. Yeah, getting a call.
Good morning, dickhead.
Hey, Brookie, how are you?
Oh, look who decided to join the land of the living. All right, let's see what magical feats of productivity you've got lined up today. First, continue with the locksmith build. Because who doesn't love a day filled with tinkering and possibly losing a few fingers? Next, for a 5K run. Ah yes, running. The sport where you pay for your own punishment. And finally, organised calendar. Because nothing says I have my life together like colour-coded colours. Now, repeat those back to me, champ.
I'm pretty sleepy, Brookie. I don't know if I can remember all those. I think one of them was the 5K run.
Ah, the memory of a goldfish, I see. Let's jog that sleepy brain of yours. 1. Continue with the locksmith build. 2. Go for a 5K run. Yes, the one where your legs ask for a divorce halfway through. 3. Organised calendar. Because pretending to be organised is half the battle. Now, I need you to repeat those. You might rob your friend. Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, cheers. So the first thing was to do the locksmith build or continue with it, then go for the 5K run and then organize my calendar.
There we go. You're almost human. Anything else you need help with before I gently remind you of these goals later tonight?
Nah, it's all good, Brookie. Thank you. See ya.
All right. Just remember, I'll be checking in later to make sure you didn't turn into a couch potato. Catch you later. And don't make me come after you with a motivational stick.
Now we should see the report come through. Great. And here's our conversation that we just had. So Henrik was initially very sleepy and struggled to remember his goals. However, the coach motivated him by reminding him of the tasks. Henrik repeated the goals back, and then Silling seemed willing to attempt. And then we've got a morning motivational level of 7. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I'd probably put it at like 4 or 5, but at the end of the call, it was a little bit better. Cool. So let's now pretend it is now time for our evening call. So I've gone through my day and then he's just going to ask me whether I've done my goals. So how would this work is it would get triggered by my timing scenario. All right, so now I've just set it to contains 9.4 because it is 9:40 for me in the morning. When I click run once on here, let's just make everything active. So this will start running my evening call. Now, again, we're pretending that it is going to be this time. So I should get a phone call with the stuff that we just talked about.
How did your day go?
Hey, Brookie. Yeah, it went pretty good.
Well, look who had a pretty good day. I'm genuinely intrigued. Let's dive into the nitty gritty, shall we? Let's start with the morning goals. 1. Continue with the locksmith build. Did you manage to make any progress, or did you just lock yourself out of motivation?
Yeah, I actually did that goal. So I finished the whole build and I'm ready to get in contact with the client now just to showcase.
Well, slap my sarcasm and call me impressed. You actually finished the whole build? All right then, on to the next one. Goal 2, go for a 5K run. Did you channel your inner Forrest Gump or just run to the fridge and back?
That's actually a really good movie. I didn't do a Forrest Gump run, but I did do the 5K run.
Well, not only do you have good taste in movies, but you actually did the 5K run. I'm almost at a loss for the sarcastic words. Almost. All right, let's see if you can go 3 for 3. Goal 3, organised calendar. Did you manage to tackle that mountain of chaos, or did it end up looking like a toddler's drawing? So, did you conquer the calendar chaos, or did it end up as abstract art?
So I did make a Google Calendar. I then got organized on that.
All right, Henrik. Tell me impressed. You knocked out all 3 goals. You're officially the overachiever of the day. Now let's reflect on your day like we're seasoned philosophers. What went bad? What went good? What did you learn? And what could you improve?
So the main thing I learned was actually how to integrate my calendar with other calendars. So I could hook up my Google Calendar to my wife's and my other ones so that I could actually see everything happen on the one.
Look at you, becoming the grand master of calendar integration. That's actually pretty cool. Anything that didn't go as planned today? Something you'd rather not relive?
Yeah, talking to you.
Oh, joy. Good old Tom and his endless supply of drama. Anything you think you could improve on for tomorrow?
Not really. I think I could go to sleep a bit earlier, but that's about it.
The classic, I should probably sleep more dilemma. A tale as old as time. All right, kids. Make sure to record your goal voice memo before 10 p.m. tonight. It'll help keep this momentum going, ready to call it a day.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Brookie. See ya. Now then we got the summary from that call. So Henrik reflected on his day by highlighting that he learned how to integrate his Google Calendar with other ones, which allowed him to see everything happening in one place. My evening level, I do think I was quite energetic then, so my evening level and my success level, I think for the day was pretty good. So a 9 out of 10 seems appropriate. Okay. Let's then pretend I didn't do my voice memo that night and just see what he comes up with. So now let's go into here. Yeah, so what's going to happen here is that it will call me in the evening after 10 p.m. if I did not do my voice memo on Slack, which means that I don't have an entry for the next day. So in this particular case, it's the 4th. So I don't have an entry for the 5th of this month.
Hey there, sunshine.
Hey, Brookie.
Well, look who decided to remember they have an accountability coach. I was starting to think you'd been abducted by productivity aliens. Slow clap for you, my friend. Slow clap.
No worries, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Save your gratitude for tomorrow's you when they're basking in the glory of today's goals. Speaking of which, let's get down to business. All right, superstar. Time to set 1-3 goals for tomorrow. Hit me with them.
Yeah, right. So what did we work on yesterday? I think we worked on... what did we work on?
Yesterday?
Yeah. Actually, hold up. So the 3 goals I want to make for tomorrow is, so I finished off my calendar yesterday, but for today, so for tomorrow, I'd like to vacuum the house, and then I probably go to the gym for about 2 hours and do a back workout. And then for the third thing, yeah, hold up. And then for the third thing, and then I'll probably just water the plants.
Oh, fabulous. Vacuuming. Fantastic. Your goals are set. Now, remember, if you miss the setting your goals again, I might have to replace all your ringtones with the Crazy Frog song. Trust me, no one wants that. Good luck tomorrow.
No worries. Thanks, Brookie.
You're welcome. And hey, tomorrow's you is going to thank you for not being a slacker tonight. Now go crush those goals. And remember, I'm always watching. Well, not in a creepy way, more like a cheerleader with a touch of sarcasm way. Good night.
Good nights. Yep.
See ya, mate.
Okay. So that's pretty much the round robin or the full cycle of the whole build. So yeah, there are three main parts to make this full thing work. Essentially, as you see, this is my full scenario here. The top branch here is for my function calls from those assistants that I have. In here, I've got the morning call, and basically what these things do here is they grab my goals and stuff from the previous day. I'll get my assistant from Vapi. So this is my Vapi calling node here, and this one here then adds the next day once I've made the call. This is the evening call route, and then this is the evening no Slack route. And then here, this is where I get all my end of call reports, where I've set up my analysis and stuff in Vapi. So that's one of them. This is the timing scenario. So this one just makes HTTP requests to this webhook here. So that's what initiates it. And then you can set it to run from specific times to do that, which is what I would usually do is I would set this up at say 7 a.m. and just move it forward slightly. So then when it runs, it just runs once because it's every 15 minutes. So that will just work in the morning, let's say. And then what you would do then is come in here and then change that to 7. Yeah, that'll work for us. Or you could say text is equal to 07, and then that would go this route here. Because the time that we get is actually based on, so this variable here. So I've just set it on HH minute, and we could actually get rid of the minutes for now. So you see, we actually get the time, like 09 will be 09 in the 9 in the morning, 07 will be 7 in the morning. So that's why I typed it in 07. And you repeat the same thing for the other three. Okay, so that's the timer. And then the other scenario I had was this one here. So this is my Slack scenario where basically it watches my private channel I have in Slack. It gets the message from that channel if it's a file. So it's like a voice memo, which will be a file. It then downloads the file. It goes through a bunch of things here. It searches my Notion database for some stuff just so I can put it into either the next day, or if it's already there because I made a Notion voice memo and I want to like re-update it. So this is my updating node here. Yeah, so this is just like a really quick brief overview. To more details, if you guys like, on another video on how I made this work properly, show you the coach in Vapi. So this is what he says. This is the morning coach. So I've called him Brookie. This is why you guys heard me saying that. This is my prompt here. I won't read it. I'll just leave it on the screen here. You can copy and do whatever you want with it. But yeah, that's the prompt for my Vapi assistant. The transcriber, used DeepGram, language was English, 11 labs, and I picked Brookie, V2 on that. I've got background denoising enabled. I haven't changed any other settings in there. For the functions, I don't have any functions in here. So what I'm actually doing is I'm doing a analysis of the whole call after. What I've done is I've set up a server URL, and then I've only got the end of call report assigned, and my end call message is all right, see ya, mate. The analysis. So this is how I get my information over to my make.com scenario. So this is my prompt for my main summary prompt. So summarize a call by focusing whether the coach motivated Henrik enough to get his goals done for the day. and whether the client was willing to do so. And this is like the thing that should come through towards the end. Success evaluation, decide on a scale of 1 to 10 whether the call was successful in motivating, and I've just set it up for a numeric scale from 1 to 10, and that's where you guys saw these numbers come up from. And yeah, that's my whole Vapi setup for the morning agent, at least. If you guys would like to see the make.com setup and my other 2 agents, yeah, comment below. Just trying to really gauge your guys and see what you'd actually want to see and learn from me. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, please. If you are wanting to learn Vapi, or you just want help with the build that you've already started, you're more than welcome to book a call with me. My main priority in this space is to help people learn all this AR stuff. That's my main thing, right? So if you guys learned something from this video, I'm extremely happy. I've been doing in the past month, I've had about 8 students that have come through and have progressed to the point of where they can make now projects by themselves. So we focus on API calls, for example, how to read API documentation for one guy, and now he's able to create projects. And if you are a business owner and you do want to have something like this set up on any of my other previous builds, we have currently worked with Go How Level. We've worked with Salesforce, SalesMate, HubSpot, and there was a couple other like restaurant type builds that we made. So based on the point of sale systems, we've done a few builds like that as well. And even a build that just replaced a receptionist fully for someone. All right. Thanks for watching this one, ladies and gents, and have a good one. Peace.